And we are live, baby.
Yeah, you
It's your
sound
boy.
better.
Thank you. It's your
Yeah.
boy, Josiah Willis, alongside my good friends, RN King Swoop, also a rapper I have reacted to on my channel. My name, Josiah Willis, of course. Doing content creations, being a content creator, doing YouTube reactions. I also got my homie, my boy, just call me Monty Beezy, Trap Beezy, whatever you want to call him. He has a million names, okay? We've been talking about Royal Rumble this year in 2024, how we felt about it. Did we like it? Did we not like it? You already know what it is. But do me a quick favor before we get into the festivities, and then like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, you know the rest. So, Beezy,
What's
how
up?
we feel about this year's Royal Rumble?
I'm gonna need questions. I can't really go off like that. I need to go based off of matches and stuff like that. It was cool. I mean, if I rate it, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. But we got stuff to talk about.
Got you. Okay. And Larry, sorry, RN King Swoop, feel free to chime in on when you feel like it. Okay.
Okay,
Did
All
you get
right.
to see it? Did you get to see it, Larry? Or what's your name? What's your name?
Larry.
So we're allowed to call him Larry on here?
Yeah, but he got his name, his rap name on there. It's King Swoop.
Oh, all right, all right. Did you
Um,
get to see it?
No, I had totally forgot that it was today and been sleeping
All
all
right,
day.
all right, cool. I got you. All right, cool.
yeah.
Yep.
If you don't, Larry, do you still want to be a part of this, or do you feel like you want to watch it first and then like come back on here, or maybe
No,
like
I'm gonna need him here. I'm gonna need him here because
yeah,
I already know where I'm gonna go with you. So I'm gonna actually ask him some questions. Yeah. So
fair enough.
yeah, I'll keep him here.
Okay, cool. All right, we got that squared away. All right. We'll start off, kick off things first with the women's Royal Rumble match. Um,
Mm-hmm.
huh?
I said, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah. The 30 Women's
Yeah.
Royal Rumble this year was fire. I really did
Yeah.
enjoy this match. I loved it. And the right one, in my opinion, won. I said it was gonna be Bailey. Um,
Nope.
see, there we go. Automatically, no. But the reason being is for storyline reasons and purposes regarding the storyline. So I think that's the reason why I'm going after one Bailey. But
Right.
either one woman could have won. It could have been Becky. It could have been Bianca. It could have been Jade. And
Mm-mm.
I love that they brought in Jade Cargill. I popped huge when she came out as well. And it even could have been Liv Morgan to some degree. It could have been Nia Jax. Nia Jax was killing it in that ring. Um, and a few others, of course. And I love how they brought back Naomi, which proves that the rumors were true. She was coming back. But what shocked me was they brought Jordan Grace. And Jordan Grace, I've been following since I want to say 2017, 2018 ish. She's been with LOP.
Josiah. I don't think Naomi was coming back to WWE because what I heard was the WWE partnered with TNA, so a lot of TNA wrestlers came and participated in the Rumble.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, so I think she was there with TNA.
Interesting. Okay, so if that's the case, then that's a great one-time thing for her to come
That's
back to because yeah, that's fire.
that's that's deep, bro. I didn't see that. I didn't hear that. Like that's deep. That
And that
that
makes
just
sense
stopped a
too.
lot of my conversation I was about to say. Yeah, that's dope. I didn't know WWE was teaming up with TNA though. I didn't hear that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Well, they kind of did it briefly back in 2022. If you remember, they brought in Mickey James after firing her, and she came in there as a Knockouts champion at the time.
Whoever TNA's knockout champion is, bro, she's dope. Point blank.
Yes,
Period.
Jordan Grace. That's okay. Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah, she's dope. Point blank. Period. She's dope.
I'm a big fan. Big,
They
big
need her
fan.
on the roster. They need
Yeah.
her on the roster.
So, yeah, bro. So, where do you, my question is to you, BZ, where do you think they should rank, not they should rank this, but where do you think you rank this, where match in past years, women's Royal Rumble matches for WWE?
This one probably was the best one by far.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't no debate. It was this one was crazy. This one had like like if every because I mean my man's just threw put a spoiler in here about the TNA joint. I didn't know. I thought all these people was on the
Yeah.
WWE roster. Like if all of
Yep.
them was on the WWE roster, if I was Rhea Ripley, if I'm looking from the outside looking in, I'm like, yo, I'm not holding this belt too much longer
Gotcha.
because it was some solid cats that I'm like, yo, she could be Rhea. Oh no, she could be Rhea. Oh no,
Yeah.
she could be Rhea. Like it was some people in that joint that I was like, hey, yo, like
Yeah.
yo, she better watch herself. Now if it's a, you know what I'm saying, but teaming up with TNA, that's a whole different thing. You know what I'm saying? Because then that might
Yeah,
eliminate some people that she might not be going against. But if everybody was on that roster, boy, she was gonna be in trouble. She was definitely gonna be
Yeah.
in trouble.
yeah. I thought they was gonna do it with both rosters, but they only did it for the females for TNA. So none of the males from TNA was in the men's Royal Rumble.
Except they did, and we'll mention this. We'll talk about this more
They
when we
probably
get
didn't
towards
even
the
need this because of how much powerhouse.
yeah. That's it.
Yeah, but I mean
So
overall that Royal Rumble for the women, that Royal Rumble for the women was definitely dope. Bailey winning, that's cool, that's what's up. But I think they could have sent Bailey to a whole nother. I think they could have sent Bailey through another way to actually go against Sky for that. I think Jade should have won after Jade eliminated Nia Jax by herself and she showed her strength. To be honest, there was nobody in the WWE on that
it
in
was,
that
bro.
ring that was
It was
doing
very
anything.
impressive, bro.
There was
She
nothing
was
doing
so
that with her.
good.
So
She was very good.
yeah, yeah, for them to let Bailey get that off, like it's just once again, I just feel that that's just lazy penmanship. I think that they said I'm thinking from their point of view, they didn't know no other way to get
Mm,
Bailey against Ty, and I'm like, bro, it's
uh,
easy ways. There's easy ways to get that. You could have get her in an elimination chamber. You could have get her some. There's other ways that you could have got her without having to
yeah.
do that. You should have. I like Jay versus Rhea. That Jay versus Rhea. Right when I seen Jay come in and do that with Nia Jax, I was like, no, that versus Rhea. That's WrestleMania. That's main event. That's what that is, like, bro. But then I seen her and Bianca Belair face to face. I'm like, yo,
Bro,
that's main event.
I love that they
I'm like, yo,
teased
that's
that.
main
I
event.
love
So I'm
that.
like, yo, that's
And fun
solid.
fact, they would not. They don't. Beasy. Fun fact, they would not be to where they're in as far as the business of professional wrestling if it wasn't for Mark Henry.
Yeah, that's solid.
Mark Henry, Mark Henry scouted them both out. He
Yeah,
told
that's
Jake, he
solid. I
said,
like, I
Jake
like
Mark
both
said,
of
he said,
them.
you should do it. And Bianca, you a great athlete. He said, we should pursue wrestling. That's all I'm saying. And she said, okay.
Yeah, Jade is what's up. Salute to Bailey. That's my girl. I like Bailey, but I just don't think that her. That's the reason why they didn't let Jade look weak. Like she got
I
kicked out based off of the whole joint. So
mm,
I'm like, I get that off the cross little joint, and then Bailey answered off that by kicking both of them off the thing. So I get that, but I
right.
don't know. I mean, it's cool either way. It's cool either way. I
So
just think that
I got
would have been more creative to actually get Sky the other way, but I don't know.
before I give off my comments as to why I loved it and why I think it makes sense in the long grand scheme of things, Larry, who would you feel should have won the Women's Royal Rumble this year? Who's your pick?
Um, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was leaning towards either Oscar or Charlotte.
Yep, Charlotte
Shorty
wasn't
got
even
hurt.
in. Charlotte wasn't in, and then Oscar got eliminated
Yeah,
early. She got eliminated early.
and plus Charlotte got hurt. She would
I
have been
ain't
in
know
the Rumble, but she got hurt. I think about a month ago or two.
Yeah, she got hurt, so she wasn't even
Yeah,
there.
she's out. I think she blew out her knee.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she won't. I don't know
unfortunately.
when she going. Yeah, she might not be back till after Mania. I don't know.
So the reason why I love Bailey winning here is because I was there. I'm a day one. I've been a fan of her, Charlotte, Sasha, and Becky when they were staying in NXT before the main roster. I follow their careers like crazy. And so for me, I feel like Becky has always had her moment. You always give her a moment. You always give Charlotte her moment. You always Bailey hasn't quite always had her moment. And so for me, I felt like that was a way to capture, okay, Bailey potentially, being able to, have her moment finally at Mania in a singles match. And she's never had it. She's always been played in the background, not in the front, in my opinion. So that's my number one reason as to why. And I think number two is because WWE, I think they're playing to have turn babyface because they plant Steve. Like I remember in the match, Oscar, she went for the catch with both hands with you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you was going in and out. What you say? I don't know. You keep going in and out. What
You
you
hear
say?
me?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying that Bailey winning was the right call in terms of the storyline that pretty much teases the breakup of Damage Control.
They didn't have to go that route though. That's the dumb part. They didn't have to go that part. They didn't have to go that way. They could have went a whole nother way. Based off of Bailey trying to give Oscar a hand up and then her not giving that, she didn't have to win the Royal Rumble for that to actually be in that situation. They could have easily been like, "Yo, all of us got gold. You ain't got gold." They could have did that on Raw. They could have did that on SmackDown.
Oh yeah,
Interrupted
most
it,
definitely could.
make her fight through the
I'm like,
elimination chamber to actually Rumble for that. If I'm running the Royal Rumble, I would have went against Rhea. But I'm like, why go against Rhea? You don't got no story for that.
Right.
The other stories made
why
sense. Jay versus Rhea made sense. Becky versus Rhea made sense. All that made
yes,
sense. Becky,
yes.
Bailey winning didn't make sense because there was an easy way for Bailey to actually go after the title because none of those big names was going after nobody but Rhea. Everybody was going after Rhea. Nobody was going after Sky. So there was no reason for her to win, for her to get a big match like that just for you to go against Sky. That's whack. They could have did that a whole nother way.
So I think WWE has other plans regarding how to get through Rhea, based off of the chamber match. I think the chamber match was going to be her drawing. So, and I'm in agreement with you over there. They could have easily have made it where someone that would have been a great candidate to win that Rumble match faced Rhea. But I think the reason why they're going with Betty is to have, okay, we got to put Io Sky on a card at Mania and have Betty be the one to face her. Whereas when you have Rhea, you either get her with J card. What if they did like this? Would you be okay with this? And just tell me if you like this or not. Would you be okay if Rhea defended her belt in a three-way, like Roman did two-way against Bianca?
No, bro. If you don't stop,
What do you mean if I don't stop?
bro,
I'm
Larry.
asking the question.
Let me ask Larry
Yeah.
because you keep trying to but you keep making triple threats. You keep trying to make triple threats on big main events that don't make no sense. When somebody is wrestling somebody at WrestleMania, would you rather see a one-on-one or do you want to see one-on-one on one?
A
I
one
do
on
want
one.
to see a one-on-one. All I'm asking is if WWE wants to go that route, but and if you think if it's a good idea, basically. But go ahead, Larry.
I would
It's
rather
going to
see a
be a good
one on
idea. Thank you. It's
What you,
never
Larry?
going to be a one-on-one on a.
because
He said he'd rather see a one-on-one.
yeah,
Okay.
because I didn't even know that Bailey won because that is kind of stupid.
It
Because
is. I've been
I
saying.
I would I would have had Becky win or Jade,
Here.
and I say Becky because her and Rhea never really went against each other before
Right.
for real. So
No,
that would have
I'm
made more sense.
yeah, but I think they're still going to plan for that match to happen regardless. I just think it's not going. It's just not at the. It's just the person who's going to win the Rumble part wasn't going to go for Becky or anyone else. It was kind of okay. They didn't make it very clear as to who's going to win the Rumble at all this year. They didn't put more of an emphasis on nobody who could have potentially had one in just general. So I'm in agreement, but then let me ask you this though: if let's say whoever will win the rubber match will not win at Rio, and go at Io, who would have been in this match?
Nobody. No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody. I mean, that's a good question, but the fact is, nobody and nobody was gonna go after Neil Eel because that would have been the easy way out. It was too many powerhouse people in that Royal Rumble for them to choose her. They would have been like,
Right.
"No, we're gonna go against Rhea."
So here's what I think is going to happen.
Bailey is the only one that would have went after her because they already teased the fact that Damage Control got all the gold and she's the only person that don't got it.
There you go. There you go. But I
That,
think,
you don't give a Royal Rumble away based off of that little storyline.
what I'm saying is, BZ is they're going to probably set it up to where Babe goes after Rhea, but eventually
No.
she's going to probably be torn. Go at Rhea like that.
I don't think so. I think the elimination chamber. I think the elimination chamber is going to be Nia Jax, Jade, Bailey. I mean, not Bailey. Nia Jax, Jade, Becky, Bianca, and somebody else. That's what it's going to be.
Okay.
That's what's going to be, and that's going to be whoever go against Rhea. But as far as her going against Becky, that ain't. They might do what you said. Like she might throw like little glimpses that she might go against what you call it, and they might say, "Oh yeah, go over there for we can." They might do that, but that's still, like I said, you wasted a whole Royal Rumble for a little whack storyline with that. When we all know at the end of the day, we knew you was going to change on her in the first place. Because you was already showing glimpses and signs. They was already like not rooting for you, helping you out anyway. Yeah, everybody knew that for about half a year.
They're gonna force Bailey to turn to Io and turn against her in a way where it's gonna be like this. Instead of her being the heel, she's gonna be a babe, and because Damage Control is gonna break up with her. They're gonna beat her up and figure out what to do.
I mean, if that's what if they do that, all I'm saying is that's a wasted Royal Rumble when you can do that outside of the Royal Rumble is what I'm saying. You didn't have to win the Royal Rumble to make that storyline happen. That's lazy writing is what I'm saying. But salute to Bailey. I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem with Bailey.
I think the reason why you feel that way because in hindsight, if it had been Becky versus Rhea, could you see that potentially main event team at Mania this year?
No.
Okay.
No,
But would it be
because
okay? What
just
about?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wouldn't even like to see Bailey as a babyface.
Why?
Hold on, say that again. You in and out.
I'd like to see Bailey as a babyface.
Okay.
To be honest, her babyface character is a little bit corny.
It's cheesy. The little hugging joint, yeah, it's cheesy. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's why I think we're gonna see an evolution aspect of that character. It ain't gonna be that character. I think you'll have a relatable Bailey as a baby.
She got a nice pop when she won. She definitely got a nice pop.
And I think she's pretty much won her course as a heel because I let's face it, I like Bailey too much to really want to go about like not saying I don't want to boo her because she can give me a reason to boo her, but at the same time I also want to see her do something different and new and fresh in my eyes. And I think that's the way someone who gets betrayed and gets hurt by her own group that she created makes sense given the story. But compared to that towards Becky versus Rhea or Jay versus Rhea, you don't have that's a big enough match compared to Rhea. I mean compared to Bailey versus Io. I agree.
Yeah, I'm like,
we're seeing that coming.
Huh?
We already seeing Damage Control breaking up once Asuka joined.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, the Damage Control storyline thing is too obvious. It's too obvious. And what I'm saying is, since it's so obvious, it's so many easy plays that they can make. Bailey didn't have to win that Royal Rumble for her to still be the main event. I mean, not the main event, but to go against Sky for the belt. She didn't have to win the Royal Rumble to go against Sky. They was going to line that up anyway.
One in the chamber.
It would have either been in the chamber or some other way because the fans would have demanded it because of how they turned on her or whatever. Something would have happened that would have made everybody like, no, I want to see that. She didn't have to win the Royal Rumble for that because now they got to make sure that they blow up Damage Control, something that we already seen coming. Now they got to make sure it's going to happen because they know that she's not going against Rhea. Because if she go against Rhea, she's losing. She's not winning that. It's not even for debate. She's not winning that.
I agree. But and my question to you is, why do you think WWE went that route as far as the booking with having Bayley win it instead of Becky, Jade, potentially if Charlotte was still healthy, she probably may have won it again. Jake, Nia Jax or anybody else to go at
because the WWE wants to make sure that the Elimination Chamber got some of the 4 powerhouses in there. Because think about it, if Jay would have won, then the Elimination Chamber would have been for Sky, but it would have been Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, and all them that can literally beat the crap out of Sky. So it wouldn't even have been fair. So that I'm saying I don't got a problem with the WWE going after Bayley. I just didn't like it, but it makes total sense because
you're right.
It makes the elimination
going out again, bro. So turn your mic back on and then turn it back on. I mean, turn it off and then turn it back on. Oh, I'm busy. Let me see if I can do something right there. Turn your mic back on. Okay, you there?
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yep, perfect.
All right. Yeah. So I'm saying that they needed to keep that Elimination Chamber, the powerhouses. So you got Nia Jax, powerhouse, Jade, powerhouse, Becky Lynch, powerhouse, and Bianca, powerhouse. All 4 of them can put on a show with Rhea, but all 4 of them would destroy Sky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, So that, I mean, I get why they did it, but I was just like, that's crazy, right? Huh?
What if Joy Grace had won that match?
What if? Yeah, see, I like her. I like her, and then I like the chick. I like the other chick that came in after her with the 2 braids, with had the silver on. She was solid too.
Candice LeRae?
I think she's from TNA too. I think.
No. Candice LeRae is on Raw.
No, she's not. She's on Raw. Yeah, she's Raw. She's solid too. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, they had some weapons in this one. They had some nice females. They had some nice females in this WWE Royal Rumble. Like
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Another possibility, if they would have had her come back to face Sky, would have probably been Alexa Bliss.
Ooh.
Yeah, true.
The reason I think Alexa died is her baby factor.
I like that. Yeah, I like that Alexa Bliss if she would have came back. I like that.
Good pick.
I like that.
Yes.
I like it.
I'm not mad at that match.
Okay, so if I say in the Elimination Chamber is Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, Jade, and Bianca Belair, if Charlotte Flair comes back and they say they can only have 4, who's getting taken out?
Nia
Jax?
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing. Yep.
Yeah. Nia Jax would have been taken out.
Yeah, she would have been taken out. Okay. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
Bro, when they had that spot in the match where everybody was like trying to take her out, and the crowd, it was like about 4 or 5 people had their hands out and going like this. They were like, throw her out.
I loved it. When she knocked everybody off, she had like 11 people on her, and she knocked them all off. I loved it. I was like, yo, y'all can't do nothing, Nia Jax. Get out of here,
man. Y'all be crazy.
She stopped. When Jay came in there, when Jay came in there and put that work on her, I was like, yep, there it is. Yeah. She the one.
I knew it.
She the one, bro. She's the one.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but your boy Booker T working on getting the Samoan Wolf to WWE.
So, Larry, to get you to understand what he's saying, so basically, somebody out of the NY thing, a Roman Reigns' bloodline, is looking to come to WWE very, very soon. There's going to be another member from the NY thing coming soon to, I guess, NXT or something.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying Booker T. I guess he was on a podcast or whatever. And he said he's working on getting him. You know, how you say his name?
Fat 2 or something?
Yeah, Jacob. He's working on getting Jacob to
Ooh, Jacob Fat
WWE.
2?
Yeah, that's what Booker T
Okay.
said. He's in contact with WWE right now. He's trying to get Jacob to WWE,
Yeah.
and he said once Jacob comes to WWE, he's gonna be like his Paul Heyman.
Oh, interesting. So
Yeah,
he was like the him?
yeah.
Okay. So did you hear about, just before Larry, we were continue to talk about Royal Rumble, but because Larry BZ's out for right now, did you hear about the news regarding Vince McMahon the other day?
Mhm.
What,
Mhm.
what, what do you think?
Whole bunch of bullshit.
Okay. What
Cause
do you mean?
cause if you look at it, the person is trying to get some money. They're not even trying to press charges or nothing. They just want some money.
Got you.
And I really don't believe it because it's like this.
I ain't heard
You
shit.
waited, you waited
So busy.
until
It's all
till
good. So
now.
go ahead, Larry.
You waited until now, years later, to say something and try to file some type of lawsuit. You waited until now because the hush money and the money that you were receiving, you like the money that you were receiving from him. But once that slowed down and ran out, now you got a problem. Now you want to press charge. Now you want to take it to the courts and sue him and shit like that. So I just find it ridiculous.
So busy.
Like,
Busy again. With this thing going. What's with the Wi-Fi, bro?
I don't know.
Send him another
But
invite. But
yeah,
yeah,
I find it ridiculous.
that's very interesting. I never looked at it like that. I kind of felt that when I was reading the article about it. Did you read the whole entire article?
Yeah.
First of all, the article was crazy for what and seeing what that happened between him and what's gonna call it
Yeah, because I'm like, if he was
yeah, that was
really
crazy.
like that,
Hold on,
I'm
right?
looking at it like this. I'm like, if he really like that,
Let me send him. I'm sending him another invite. Same.
all of the female wrestlers that's under WWE would have spoke out and said something.
Yeah.
Even the ones from the age, Michelle McCool, all them would have said something. Trish Stratus, how you see Stratus?
It's
I
Trish.
forget how you say
Sorry, no Trish. Stratus.
Stratus.
Yep.
Even all of them would have said something.
Yeah.
So I completely find this shit bullshit.
So
Because
you
if he
don't
was
believe
really
that he did what he did in 2022 when it was alleged that he paid them hush money?
no,
How come?
because like if he was really like that, no female wrestler in their mind would want to work for Vince, and
Mm,
they all would have had stories and said something about him. Even the Bella Twins would have said something.
yeah, that's true.
All it
Yeah.
is people's females see they don't. This is the thing. They see Vince doing well for himself, right?
Hmm.
He just put WWE in a better position in a bigger company, which I think he should have been did that merger a couple years back.
Hmm.
And they look at it that like, all right, I don't have no part of this. I'm no longer with this company. I'm no longer getting paid and getting all this lavish stuff that these other people are getting. So I want that because she really had a problem and
Mhm.
something really happened. She would have pressed charges on him and tried to get him locked up, but no, she's suing him. She want money.
Who is he talking
That's
about?
all she wanted, some money.
So Beasley, he believes that the allegations about this man paying women for hush money, doing this, what was alleged in the article. I read the article. That, by the way, that article is disgusting to read about. Is gruesome, and I think it's just very very viable. It's disrespectful altogether. And what was alleged about Brock Lesnar was even crazier too. And John Laurinaitis too, to a certain extent. So Beasley, he believes that the Argo and the hush money being paid and what the referee had gone through years ago is a complete lies and BS.
Hold on, he believes what?
He believes the allegations about this McMahon is lies. They're all lies.
Oh,
Do you believe they're all lies, Larry?
Yeah, because you got to look at it. They're suing him for some money. They're not trying to get him locked up or press charges. They just trying to get some money.
oh yeah. A lot of times when people actually go after the money, it's just because they know that it's a billionaire and that person. You know what I'm saying? They can reset their whole life future based off of the bread. Because, like you said, if it really was a real thing, then it wouldn't even be about the money. It'd just be like get a dirty man like that locked up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And why wait till now?
I can't be mad at that part. That
Yeah,
makes sense. I never looked at it from that way.
yeah. I mean, that's why I was curious to hear what Larry had to say about this. That's why I kept asking questions back and forth just to get a different perspective because everyone had this idea that this man's a predator. He's a monster. He's evil. He's not like his character on WWE television. He's much worse. Blah blah blah. This and that third. And I've heard all sides, and for the most part, it's just been like inherently negative about this man. Nothing has been positive or anything good to say about his name or what he's done for the company or what he's done for WWE for so long. He's been holding down for 4 decades, and for a man to do that, that's impressive, and will probably never be done ever again. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, people have been really, really pressing this issue about him, and has been focusing it. Um, it's really crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you. Now that the McMahon family is not in WWE no more, and once Triple H is not in WWE no more, it's over. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's over. The show's gonna turn corny as hell. The
I don't think
storylines
so.
are not gonna get no better.
Go ahead. I don't think
I
so, but
agree
go
with
ahead.
that.
I don't think it's going to turn corny.
What's gonna
Uh,
turn corny based off of what?
Yeah, I'm curious.
without without Triple H or any of the McMahons in it.
But Hunter is in it though. He's still part creative.
No, Triple H will be the only one that's still there. All the other McMahons won't be there.
Yeah, I'm saying once they end up, you feel me, some reason getting rid of Triple H,
Oh
it
yeah, if they
won't be
get
the
rid of
same.
Triple H, then the game's over. Yeah, they get rid of Triple
Yeah,
H,
that's
the game's
over.
over.
Yeah, it's over. If they do that, the AEW is going to be capitalizing on that momentum like crazy.
Yeah, I mean Triple H. I think Triple H is the reason why Slim Jim came back, and he's probably gonna be the reason why Netflix is gonna still keep that contract because of Triple
Mm,
H. For as long as they keep Triple H, they're gonna be all right. But if they lose Triple H, that's it. If they lose Vince
that's
McMahon,
crazy.
they'll be all right. They ain't got no. They ain't gonna, if they lose Vince McMahon, they're gonna still be cool. But if they lose Triple H, that's it. They might as well hang it
Yeah,
up. They might as well never do that again. That's it.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, the WWE would definitely be down, but I have hope that it's going to be they're going to be killing it this year. Like I think with Hunter and creative, with Nick Hines and doing the business, and with The Rock now being part of TKO Group Holdings and being part of the board of directors, that's huge, by the way.
Yeah,
WWE, I think, are going to be doing great business deals, lucratively for the most part of this whole entire year, and I expect WWE to get better. I don't think they're going to necessarily get worse. The only time if they ever get worse is if Hunter comes out and he's done with the creative and they have nobody else because you can't get nobody else to do creative. Like you can't do Nick Khan. Nick Khan don't know, but he's a businessman. He's not known for being a pro wrestling fan per se, but I guess he's a fan to a certain extent. But I think he's more so a business guy. And so if the Rock was to take over WWE, I mean, it would be interesting to see what he would do. But at the same time, you need all the help that you can go about getting. I think Hunter has a very great creative mind, so I don't think they're going to have him go anytime soon like that. But I hear what you're saying, Larry. It has potential to get worse if Hunter is gone.
Right.
Yes. But I think they might have something come back, though.
What's the next match?
All right. The next match we got is, after talking about that, is the Fatal 4-Way match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, defending his belt against AJ Styles, LA Knight, and Randy Orton. All right. First thing off, I thought the match was really good. I don't think it was great. I thought it was really good. If they was giving Party a whole lot more time, it would perhaps been an instant classic. But I think the idea was not to focus on how a 5-star match it could have been. It's more so about who's going to come out the victor. And everyone was wondering, okay, who's going to come out? Is it going to be Randy? Is it going to be LA? Is it going to be AJ? The crowd was hot for all three. But I think at the end of the day, they knew somewhere in the back of their minds that Roman Reigns probably was going to retain. And WWE probably had in mind to swerve us because I had a feeling Randy Orton was going to win that. But I did bet with my friend about it while I was over here. So Roman coming out winning, though not necessarily surprising, was a little bit shocking given that you could have told that story with Randy and Cody, had Cody not necessarily also like probably win. He probably would have won the Rumble, but I don't know. So even though we know what happened. Larry, what are your thoughts? I'm gonna go to you right quick. What are your thoughts on Roman Reigns retaining the belt? And do you see him potentially still facing The Rock at Mania, or is it still Cody? Given what I told you.
Yeah, that's it.
I kind of had a feeling that he was going to keep it because I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want him to still keep it, so he can at least make history and take that #1 spot.
Right.
And what it means is extend his reign as the longest reigning champion in the history of WWE. He had to surpass Hogan sometime, I think, in September, like this year. Yeah. But it's like we'll get to the main event eventually. But right now, we'll focus on Roman. There was teams that going to have a match this year, but I don't know what they're going to do. What's up, Easy?
Yeah, because like I won't want that, but because it's like this.
Yeah.
Once Roman's gone, who else that you can put that title on that would make sense to have a long reign like that?
I don't think they necessarily need to have a long reign like that, but I think what they're looking for is the guy who's going to be able to lead. Because they need to make sure that if they go with a baby face, for instance, or a good guy or whoever to dethrone Roman, they need someone that's going to have a strong fan support, strong and moving merchandise, strong ticket sales, and touring and yada and all that stuff. They need somebody that's strong, and I think based off of what I was saying at tonight, it was 50-50 between Punk and Cody. But fans are behind Cody, and it shows week to week on Raw, even with SmackDown or even pay-per-views, he gets a big reception every single time.
Then also on top of everything, I'm not gonna lie to you, I wouldn't want two babyface champions. So one of the champions will have to turn heel. Because what's the point of having two babyface champions? Because Seth is already babyface.
Right.
Roman's heel. So if
Mm,
Cody becomes champion, there's two baby faces.
mm.
BZ, you agree?
I didn't. I never even looked at it from that way. So I don't. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm in agreement with what he's saying. Somebody would have to do it. I'm just trying to think like, who, who, like if you let, are we saying? See, that's tough. I don't know because
That's a
are
good.
we saying if Seth Rollins loses to CM Punk, but if Roman Reigns loses to Cody Rhodes, that's still two baby faces once again. Like who's turning?
I would honestly, if you do Seth,
I
Seth
mean,
would
before I
thrive.
speak, I
Not Seth
mean,
would definitely thrive for sure in a heel role. However, if because
Seth Seth
here's
just
the thing
became
that
a babyface again though,
yeah,
huh?
he
so you
just
couldn't
became. You
do that.
can't change him back. It's too soon.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's true. That
It's
yeah,
too soon.
Punk could do
And
it.
that's why I don't go based off of, you know what I'm saying, baby faces and heels. I just go based off of whatever you represent. I mean, whatever you do. Like Roman Reigns, like when I was texting Josiah when Roman Reigns came out.
Mhm.
When he came out the ring, he didn't get boos like that. Like he had cheers, but he had boos too. But that's because
Yes.
that's who he is. You're gonna have both sides point blank. So even when he was in the ring or whatever, they was booing him, but you heard the crowds cheering as well. So at
Yeah.
the end of the
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
you can't put
Right.
Roman Reigns in that heel slash baby face situation because it's like the way he acts
Mhm.
is heel, but that's
Mhm.
almost the same way as what Randy Orton is. And Randy Orton can snap at any moment, but at this point, we can't call him a heel either. Until he, only reason why we will call him a heel is if he hits Kofi Kingston with the RKO. And I'm like, oh, because we know clearly that Kofi Kingston is a babyface. So if Randy does that, then all of a sudden, oh, he must be a heel. And I'm like, well, no, that's just what he do. He beat up whoever. It don't matter.
All right.
So
When
that's the only tricky
so
part for me.
so
I don't
so
know.
I'll say this. I'll say this. WWE came out I watched this on Peacock about a year, 2 years ago, something like that. It's called WWE Evil. And Evil, pretty much the show was revolving around guys who made it famous as being bad guys in WWE. In WWE. Some of them would turn bad faces in the overall show. But what WWE was showing you with Roman Reigns basically was this: he, no matter what he tried to do, okay, they spent 5 to 6 years trying to make him the best babyface they could. And they try to push that narrative. And then, of course, he said, he did a promo, of course, where he said, I'm not the good guy, I'm not the bad guy, I'm the good guy. Yeah, because in WWE's eyes, in a way, he probably may have seen it around the time. Which, by the way, it was very scripted around that time. WWE pretty much was telling you at the end of the day, he's our guy. So, as time would go on, when 2020 happened and Roman took that break, he said, I want to come into this company with a new, refreshing character. And guess what? That means having to embrace all the hatred, all the slander, and the heckling from all the crowd. And they get to boo me freely. Now I accept you booing me. And what came further with that happening was when they did WrestleMania the following year. And Roman Reigns did this thing where he banned Bryan and Edge. And the crowd was booing him. And Roman Reigns did one slip, southpaw him and beat his arm, his went, yeah. Be known. I'm the guy. And of a guy, that doesn't necessarily mean the guy. Cocky in Tennessee, now for country, so and with the overall, but
So you're going in and out again.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
BZ, can you
Is
hear
you
me?
talking into your laptop or are you talking to your phone?
So I have my speaker on, but my laptop has very staticky noises when I talk on it.
You probably should have set this up on your phone.
Okay,
But don't change it now. It's too late.
right, it really is. Can you hear me
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what I was saying was they did WWE Evil, and they put Roman Reigns in that category for a reason. to show you that at the end of the day, he is a bad guy. They're turning him into a bad guy. The only thing why the crowd is cheering him, and I agree with you, BB. We can't dictate who to cheer at times to boo or who to cheer. But I think the reason being is because they appreciate Roman Reigns. They respect Roman Reigns. They love the bloodline story, so they go ahead and throw the ones up or what they say. And some of the fans are big into that. They're fans of that. But they also know too. And this is where WWE sometimes can be at times very weird and strange. But fans are smart enough to know. Okay, we know we gotta boo Roman Reigns at the end of it still because we know clearly we love Cody more. So when you put him and Cody, who do you love more? Do you love Roman or do you love Cody? You say you probably go Cody based off of the portrayal from WWE. But then you might say I love Roman Reigns a whole lot more because he's been doing it and holding it down for as long as he is. So he is appreciated and way more respected in that sense. But WWE is also telling you at the end of the day, portrayals. This is who he is, and this is who Cody Rhodes is, and this is who Seth Rollins is, and CM Punk, and so on and so forth. So I'm not saying BZ, you're also wrong. I'm just telling you there's two different ways you can look at it.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I didn't say that was the wrong situation. I'm just saying I'm never going to look at it that way, and that's the fun part. The fun part about me looking at it is I don't look at when I watch WWE wrestling. I don't look at none of the characters as heel or faces. I look at them as wrestlers, and that's why it's more fun. That's why it's more. That's why it's more fun for me to watch it than somebody to be like, oh, well, he's supposed to be on the left side. I don't care what side you on. I just want to see the match.
Right. I'm a fan you. I get that. I get that. Absolutely. Was Roman winning the right call in your opinion, BZ?
I mean, because of how the night ended, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right when you seen that match, you knew who was winning the Royal Rumble.
Okay. Yeah. I figured.
Right when I seen that, I'm like, dang, we're not getting Roman versus The Rock this year. Right when I seen that, I'm like, that ain't happening.
Why is that though? Like, why can't we get Roman versus Rock?
Because nobody wants to put The Rock in the belt situation when he's not a full-time wrestler.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like I think also too because fans really want to see Cody have his moment.
And I hope he gets screwed. I don't even want him to win now either. Like, bro, like for what? Like they're giving him they're pushing him too early. This is whack. You can't let him win back to back, bro. You was not Stone Cold. You're not even close.
Yeah,
you're not that guy.
100% agree with you.
And they gave it away when they gave it away when CM Punk was like, I didn't come here for 10 years to lose to Dusty. Right when he said that, I'm like, y'all just let Cody win. I'm like, what the heck, bro? That was whack to me. I was just like, but that match, I mean, like I said, we'll talk about that one later. But at the end of the day, I just don't think that Cody deserved it. I don't think I'm not saying Cody don't deserve it. I'm not gonna say that. What I'm saying is, bro, you just clearly pushing this dude. Like you're forcing the narrative. People didn't like how you forced. They didn't like how they forced Roman Reigns to be the guy. Now all of a sudden they cool with forcing Cody Rhodes to be that guy. Man, watch out. And you would, and it, like I said, it make more sense for Roman Reigns to win it because he stayed on the show. He didn't leave to go against the He didn't go to the competition and then come back and then try to get your man. Get out of here, bro. Don't nobody do that in real life. You got to go through a long gauntlet. If I'm on WCW, now mind you, I'm not saying that Cody Rhodes said anything bad about the WWE any way, shape, or form. I'm not saying he did that. But what I'm saying is if you're playing for the competition, you're not on my team.
Okay.
So if you over there and if you're promoting a whole nother show and you know that they do what we do. If I'm a wrestling company, you're a wrestling company, you know that you're competition. So what you're doing is trying to bring other people there because you're a star. If you're a star, you're going to magnetize other people to come because you're there. And then you leave and then come back with an apology and then come back to the WWE and then they just put a belt on you just because your dad? Man, watch out. Watch out. Watch out. For all that, they could have did it. They could have gave Goldust the belt. They could have gave Goldust the belt if they're gonna do all that.
So I believe the reason is BZ, great valid point, and same with you too, Larry. I think I could be wrong about this, But I think part of the reason why they're booking Cody Rhodes the way they're doing it it's two reasons. One, Cody came up in WWE as a baby, so to them, he's a homegrown star that pretty much was built with the WWE system before he had left. And then what they want to do is capitalize on that moment of what he could have done had he not left because of Stardust. But I also think too, they're trying to tell AEW, we're going to stick it to you. You guys had Cody Rhodes in AEW. Cody Rhodes did his thing where I don't know if it was because of him or Tony Khan, whoever, where he said, if I lose to Chris Jericho, they had their pay-per-view sign up after they had their television deal with Dynamite. And he said, if I lose this match against Chris Jericho for the AEW World title, I will never challenge for that world title ever. And this is a guy we're talking about Tony Khan put as an EVP with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. And that's like a big position besides you being a pro wrestler. So they're like, well, why would you sacrifice your time getting towards the world title in AEW? So eventually they established another belt for Cody Rhodes, and that was the TNT title. He had won it about 3 times and whatnot. And I think Cody Rhodes did that on purpose to set himself up to leave AEW and go towards WWE. I don't know. I could be wrong as to why he did that. Maybe he felt like at the time he didn't want to be, pushed all the way to the top or try to, politics his way towards the top. I have no idea. But when he got towards WWE, I think Hunter and company wanted to tell AEW at the end of the day, yeah, we have Cody Rhodes. He was ours first. He went to y'all attorney. I think Triple H at one point called them a secondary promotion in his documentary. And he said basically at the end of the day, like we really want to capitalize on Cody Rhodes being our guy because he's been our guy. He's been with WWE first, not with AEW. AEW are second. They were the second choice, second option. So what they're trying to tell you at the end of the day is we want to establish stars that came from AEW outside of of our company and push them to the top and do very, very well with them. And they're doing the same thing with Jade Cargill, though she did not win, of course, this year. They're doing the same thing with Jade Cargill by saying we're going to put her in better matches. We're going to give her time to do better matches and be better in the ring and be better getting to the point of becoming champion eventually. So it just may be a ploy to get towards AEW and be like, yeah, we're going to stick it to you because y'all didn't do
But
this.
why? But my thing is with the trying to stick it to AEW, bro. The WWE is surpassed AEW when they come back to start picking with them. That's like. So I don't agree. I don't agree that they coming back to take shots at a company that's not even on the same level as them.
All right.
Why would you do that? Like, why would you? Oh yeah, I gotta get AEW back. I'm like, no, you're not even on my level. Like, why would I try to come back and get you?
Hunter in the past has took shots at WWE by calling not WWE by calling him a piss ant company. He called him, and then he did on secondary. He called him secondary.
You know why he said that though?
Huh?
Do you know why he said that though?
You can go into me why?
No, I'm saying, do you know? I'm thinking the reason why he probably said that is because it was W.
Obviously, they're bigger. Yeah, of course.
No, I'm saying the reason why he probably said something along those lines is because there was probably WWE characters that was leaving WWE, going to AEW, talking down about WWE. So he had to respond. If anybody from the WWE left, went to AEW, and they didn't say a word, I don't think Triple H would have said anything.
He called him a piss ant company before they even started a television deal.
Shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. I really would call AEW a recycling company.
That because why? Because the WWE characters is the only one that's holding it down there.
Yeah,
that's what I've been saying that forever. So when AEW started, when AEW started, wasn't Chris Jericho there before they even got a deal?
Yeah.
With WWE?
No, with AEW.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's leaning towards them.
So and Triple H and Chris Jericho don't get along like that, so that's probably why he said that.
But Jericho's actually cool with Hunter now. They didn't get along back in the day, but they made up before. It's just Jericho did it because he was tired of WWE. He started being with them.
That's my point. So when you leave and you talking about your title to WWE, when you start down talking a company that is already over you, that's why Triple H responded. If Jericho would have just left in peace and not said nothing, I guarantee Triple H wouldn't have said nothing about him.
Jericho didn't say anything about. I don't give
Bro, you just said he did, and now all of a sudden, now you saying he didn't.
No, he was talking about
Jericho.
Vince McMahon and the company as far as the booking and creative and things like that he didn't sit well with, and then eventually he felt like at the end of the day AEW was a new he wanted to express doing something different. He had been in WWE for so long, he felt like he had ran his course being there, so he wanted to do something. The same thing happened with Edge recently. Edge felt like he can only do so much in WWE. It felt the same all the time. He wanted to try something different, basically.
So you saying that Chris Jericho left on good terms? Edge left on good terms.
Huh?
Edge left on good terms.
Yeah, he did. Because
Chris Jericho didn't.
I don't think Jericho did. I think Jericho may have felt he may have felt a bit baffled based off of the idea of what this man had booked for WrestleMania. I want to say it was probably 33, maybe.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if Chris Jericho, all I'm saying is, if Chris Jericho left with a little like after he leaves, and then somebody gives him an interview a week later, why'd you leave WWE? He's like, well, I just didn't like how the story was being rolled out. This, and this. I feel it could be done more. This, and this. He can say that, but then the WWE could be like, but then the WWE could be like, okay, well, you're just going to go to a low budget company and try to make that situation happen. Salute to you, but you're going to a low budget situation. That's all he can say. That ain't a bad part on either side. But I'm saying if he would have left on a clean slate like Edge did, ain't nobody saying nothing bad about Edge at all. He shook Triple H's hand when he left.
Jericho's last appearance in WWE was a cameo appearance for a Raw anniversary show. It was a segment where they had him do this thing where the list of Jericho was very popular at that time. That was his last.
Yeah, you just made the list, right?
Yes, so they did that, and that was his last time being there. At the same time, so that was last time being there. I don't think he was upset about it because hell, they had brought him on for Stone Cold Steve Austin's broken skull sessions with no problem. And Vince McMahon okayed it. He okayed it with Jericho and everything like that. Jericho has said he's gone on since to say that he regardless of what had happened, he still loves Vince McMahon. He still loves what Hunter's doing and what everybody else is doing. He just feels like at the end of the day, he wanted to try something different. Ultimately, what it came down to was wanting to try something to do something very different creatively, basically.
But like Larry said, it's the recycling company. Yeah. You're not doing anything different than the recycling company.
Yeah, it is true.
You're a blue barrel that sits on the curb every Thursday for pickup next to the trash. That's what it is.
So
that's exactly what it is. You're a blue barrel right there on the edge of the corner, bro. Huh?
Yeah. Who's trashing AEW? I'm curious.
You said what about AEW?
Who's trashing AEW?
But bro, I didn't say that. He said it's a recycling joint. That's a recycling bin. I said it's sitting next to the trash can. That's what I didn't say. Nobody in AEW was trash. I said they're recycled from WCW, TNA, Japanese, whatever. That's what it is, and mainly WWE. If you take all the WWE characters away, and if you take Sting away as well, and with the Jim Rosses and everybody that's all a part of AEW when it first started, if you take anything that came from WWE or any company from there, what is AEW?
Essentially nothing.
So what Larry said is correct. It's a recycling spot. Regardless of what they're doing, it's a recycling spot. That's all it is.
Because most of their roster is WWE wrestlers and wrestlers from TNA and wrestlers from New Japan.
ECW.
Yeah, it's almost like that's where everybody. It's not where everybody goes to die because they're doing a good job over there. I'm not saying that they're bad at all, but I'm like, there's a reason why they're on AEW and they're not on WWE. Now you're saying they're on AEW because they want to change the scenery. They want to try some new things. But we all know what the Super Bowl is, and we all know what the XFL is as well, and that's the XFL compared to the Super Bowl.
AEW is the alternative. It is the lift to WWE's Uber. It is Uh, I don't know what else you can probably give it a comparison. I agree with all that with all what you guys have said.
It,
Um,
it's the Jimmy John's to Subway.
the Jimmy John.
The Jimmy Johns, bro. That's facts. That's facts. That's crazy. I didn't even
Wow,
look at it from that way.
wow,
The Jimmy Johns, bro.
wow. The Jimmy John's Subway. Dang,
Hey, yo, that's nuts. The Jimmy
that's crazy.
Johns.
That is super
I think I
crazy.
had Jimmy Johns one time, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah. Man.
He called
So
him
he's
the
in from
Jimmy
the Jimmy
Johns. I
John's
ain't never heard that before.
Subway. Wow.
I ain't never heard that before. The Jimmy Johns, bro. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Look at it this way. I think AEW definitely has a lot of areas they need to work on and capitalizing and get better. There's a lot of different issues. Same with WWE too. But there's a lot of issues that goes with any promotion in just general. I think promotions and business when it comes to wrestling or professional wrestling will never be perfect. I hate this idea that fans expect too much for every wrestler and for this person to be this and that person to be that. I'm like, no. It's not going to get perfect until as time goes on and they learn from their changes. I think that are realizing they're learning from what they have made as far as mistakes. And one of the biggest mistakes that they have made is having this man at creative helm for so long. I'm sorry. Um, he did have some great ideas back in the day, but after that he didn't care no more. We went through at least 20 years where he didn't care no more. And now Hunter is saying at the end that I do care. So let me value how much I care about this business to where I can also make sure that it's fresh and edgier and just as good, if not better than AEW. The way it's always been. We're caught up in so AEW capitalized on that funk, able to bring in their stars into their company. And there are some wrestlers in AEW that I feel like I'm gonna keep real with you. Benefits. I'm not gonna name stars right now because I feel like it'd be too much to go into. Um, I feel like that have benefited from AEW than they have in WWE for their true form of getting towards their happiness. Money, whether that be a championship, may have been being a focal point in a main event scene or being good to be talkative on a subway. Crazy. That is funny. Okay. On. Last match. United States champion. BZ looks like he's been out. So, Larry, that Jimmy Johnson something that was I ain't gonna a lot to me. Why do you think what do you feel in your opinion that AEW is a recycling company? Just right quick.
Because most of their stores are from different companies. Like they don't have no like AEW talent for real.
At all.
There are some AEW homegrown talent in AEW, but they do have a heavy emphasis or focus on WWE stars a lot. So I agree with that. Yes.
It's some like if you split the ratios, like they have like a 5% is AEW staff original.
Yeah.
And the other percent
is all WWE and everybody else.
That's crazy.
To right with the recycling bin is crazy. Jimmy Johns is in full effect.
That's crazy.
Jimmy Johns is in full effect, bro. He is not lying.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's the craziest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, bro.
That's the
I'm like,
craziest thing I ever heard. What's up, man?
I'm shocked.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Khan got some good ideas, but at the end
He got
of the
some
day,
money
he ain't
too.
no Vince. He ain't no Vince McMahon.
No.
That man took. Hold on, he took his father's money And every time a wrestler leaves WWE,
He go and get him.
or yeah, or if he see another wrestler from another promotion that he like, he gonna offer that contract.
That's what he do.
Bro,
I've been telling Josiah, like, I've been
bro.
telling Josiah this for weeks now.
And I will say too, Tony Khan, and this is where I had to keep it real. Tony Khan needs to stay his behind off of Twitter. You are 40 something years old. I don't even know how old he is right now. He is stay off Twitter.
He's young.
And not only that, the problem with Tony Khan is, and I'm not going about Tony Khan, but the problem about Tony Khan at the end of the day is he's a fan, and he's too he wants to be friendly with his talent and height and you know.
And that's that. I'm
You
not gonna
saying
lie to
he's
you,
Jerry
just like that's
Jones?
where he went wrong. He's too much of a fan,
He is.
and not
Yeah, he's
not
Jerry Jones,
not enough
the Dallas
business.
Cowboy owner. That's who he is.
Who is he?
He's Jerry Jones, the Cowboys owner. He won't let the players play. He just want to keep talking and hyping them cats up, and they always drop the ball when they count. That's who he is.
Agree.
Like right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. If he was to partner with another company like TKO, they will run him up out of there and take everything that he owns.
It's his fault that CM Punk is with WWE right about now. It is completely his fault because he couldn't talk with the talent. Well, even when Vince McMahon, even when Matt Hardy and Edge back in the day had issues, Vince McMahon would say, "Okay, let's do business, have it played out on television. I honestly don't like him right about now, but let's make money." He could have done that easy with CM Punk and it starts at his company, but no. Tony Khan just let it. He just had put CM Punk on a separate TV show, and that was like going to help things. It's going to make them even more worse, and it didn't help matters because AW talent were so young and mature. They didn't know how to handle it well doing business. And look where WWE did. They picked up where
my first trip was a disaster.
Yeah.
we saying.
No, I didn't say nothing.
What you say, Larry?
I ain't saying that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the U.S. title. I know we've been talking about AW a lot.
The U.S. title.
Yeah,
I'm not
Oh no,
gonna
he's
lie
talking about
to
Kevin Owens versus Logan Paul. I need to hear his explanation on this one because I ain't like this ending at all.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's corny. Logan Paul corny. He's a celebrity. When did we start letting celebrities come in
Thank you.
and
That's
become champions? And he's not even taking it serious
at all. Making
he
everybody who
called
actually do this for a living look like clowns. Facts.
he literally called this a hobby. His exact words, he said this is a hobby.
WWE, the reason being is, and honestly, I agree, but I think at the same time, I think we should give him the credit and the fact that he actually does put in the work to be just as good, if not better, than sometimes the rest of the roster they have in the company, which is crazy. I'm not saying he's just also better than certain wrestlers, but he shouldn't be so good at what he's doing because he's not necessarily a pro wrestler like that. I agree. However, I think what I was going to say, I just lost my train of thought. However, I think the reason why they focus on bringing him in is because of his YouTube sensation, you know, his money, his drawing power and getting fans' interest eyes outside of WWE. WWE loves that. They crave on other business ventures.
Yeah, then if they love that, they should have had that boy sticking to nothing but cameo appearances.
That's it.
They got different shows and stuff that they can put him on. He didn't need to become a fucking champion.
Right.
Like,
I agree.
okay, you feel me? You can bring the guy in for Royal Rumble and like small little matches.
Yep.
But he didn't need to become a champion. That's
At all.
out of the line.
Yep. I said that.
You may make the case that Roman Reigns that Logan Paul didn't need to come at Roman Reigns for that time because I was not necessarily a fan of that either.
I wasn't
I
a fan
was,
of that
I
either.
wasn't, but the match and the quality that it had put forth changed my mind a little bit to make me go, if he was staying around a little bit longer enough, he could. But because he doesn't do that, he wants to treat this as a special attraction kind of like situation, basically.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's okay for him to challenge for it, but him
Right.
actually winning it, that's
No,
corny.
just got it. Yep.
He beat Rey Mysterio.
That's corny.
That's
It is.
very corny. I've been
But
saying
doesn't mean,
it. I've been saying it forever.
Corny.
you're not wrong. But I guarantee you, part of it was WWE, and part of it was Rey Mysterio saying, you know what, I'll be giving him the belt because what Rey Mysterio need to do? He didn't need to do anything. He's on everything there is doing WWE. Well,
If they gonna do that, they should have had him drop it. They should have had Rey Mysterio drop it to somebody else.
He could have, to be honest, he could have dropped it to Dominant. I don't even like him.
Yeah.
sure, because he's
At
after
least
this.
he's a full timer.
Yes, I agree. But then, okay, so how come Brock Lesnar doesn't get that issue?
Because Brock Lesnar is not a fucking celebrity.
That's true, but at the same time, he came into WWE with the new idea of him being this UFC MMA background, wrestler background.
But he
still
was
not
with
a
WWE
celebrity,
before he
though.
went to.
That's not
But
a
you
celebrity, though. That's
gotta
still not a
go back.
celebrity.
I can't
He
hear
was
y'all.
with W. You gotta go. You gotta go back too, because Brock Lesnar was with WWE before he went to UFC.
No, I agree. That part too. And he was more active around that time. Way more active. But this time around,
So
he was
I want you to give him that type of vibe. Brock Lesnar could do what Brock Lesnar want. He done been in the game that long. But he's not
sure.
a celebrity. This is really aimed at celebrities. It's okay for
That's
them to come in and even wrestle matches. Even that's cool. Little small matches. Or even little championship scrimmages. But them actually winning the championship, that's corny. We don't want to see that.
right.
Because they're not gonna be here. They got other responsibilities.
Exactly. I already said that.
I'm
But
not
if they're
saying
gonna do that,
I'm in disagreement.
if they're gonna do that, they could allow Floyd Mayweather to continue to beat up everybody else after you beat up Big Show. Should have just
Agreed.
kept him in there.
Yeah.
That's what you use him for, cameo shots, like you said. You took him cameo. After that, get him out of there. There don't need to be no champion. For what? You ain't on the show enough.
Shit, if you gonna make him a champion, shit, the only championship the motherfucker should get. Excuse my language. But the only championship they should get is that 24/7
What I was about
championship.
to say that the R-Truth joint.
That's the
Oh,
only
this dude is
championship
hilarious.
that they should get.
Oh man. Larry,
They have
bro,
somebody
you
pin
wild, bro.
them and take it.
Larry, bro. Literally, your name, Larry. Bro, that man is correct. All the way correct. 24/7. I would have no problem with him having the belt. Because then you can use that. Because think about it. If you take YouTube away, if Logan Paul ever stepped his foot in the ring,
Yeah.
no, he ain't never stepped his foot in the ring if ain't no YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because you wouldn't even know who he is.
Yeah, and look at it this way: if WWE was really trying to get their views up and stuff, they could have had them get their championship belt. Then have a wrestler show up at one of his
Yep.
interviews where he
Yep.
interviewing
And pin him.
somebody and pin him.
Pin him with the ref. That would have been dope. Comical.
I
Yep.
also do that. I think they trust Logan Paul as well because was the last time all but I have been
Like Logan Paul.
Because I ain't gonna lie
He
to
just
you,
like Logan Paul.
he's kind of making the U.S. title look corny.
He's not giving it as much prestige to your point. To your point, Larry. I want to say, as full disclosure, I'm in agreement with what you guys are absolutely saying for the most part. But I think they trust him enough to carry on some really good matches because he was able to hang with Seth. He was able to hang with Roman. He was able to hang with uh, in the Royal Rumble. He was able to hang with. Um,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Them boys let him do that.
no, they are because at the end of the day, truly, at the end of the day, there are better pro wrestlers than him. But they didn't realize how good he was in the ring. My point is, when was the last time they actually had a celebrity that was really good in the ring? Him and Bad Bunny. Those are the top two that have been celebrities that come into WWE and really want to make sure that they show out, let it show up for a paycheck.
I seen a video of Michael Jackson and he was better than him.
Sir,
At least he did the moonwalk. Like get a pin drop, an elbow drop on somebody.
Come on, man.
I can't hear you. What you say?
I said at least Michael Jackson did the moonwalk, didn't hit the elbow drop on somebody. No, that's wrestling.
That's
If we go talk about celebrities,
I'm just saying. But regardless of what, man, I get what you guys are saying, but it's the match, and I want to get into the match right quick. So, right quick, I feel like the match was, in my opinion, fantastic. I see you guys agree with me. I love the back and forth carry between Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. Logan Paul really showed once again he can go. And Kevin Owens really
and
made
and and
huh?
I'm sorry to cut you off, bro,
Mm-hmm.
but his character is corny as hell.
Whose character?
Logan Paul, he has no character. It's just corny. Like I don't know if he trying to give off TV star like Miz
Uh-huh.
or whatever he's trying to do, but he put the shades on, try to act all cool, talk smack in the ring. No, you sound corny. Drop the title, leave, please. This Royal Rumble was the perfect opportunity for him to drop that title and leave.
Yes, indeed. Yep. Yes, indeed.
They are figuring into plans with Logan Paul for me.
Bro, I wouldn't even be mad if Akira Tozawa beat him and became the U.S. champion. That's how bad I want him to leave.
Dang.
Yeah, get it off him.
Akira Tozawa. I'm a man. I'm a man for the idea. Hell. But like I said, the match. Huh?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, the match itself I thought was once again strong. And I honestly, I'm curious you when I love the finish towards the match. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute, but before I do, easy rant. I think I need you to rant, bro. As to why you disagree with that because you told me you was not agreeing with me over it. I tested you about it. So tell me.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta explain. You gotta explain why you said what you said.
Okay.
Like you was cool with it. I need to know why because there was nothing cool about that.
Cool. So, and obviously, again, you don't like cheating in the matches. I get that. Logan Paul, the reason why he went that route is for desperation. His point of is desperation, and then two, he's trying to point about knocking people out and win his matches. It's like pretty much saying at the end of the day, I can do boxing in a wrestling ring and get over, right? And the way he had planned out, so you already know Theory and Grayson Waller did not like Kevin Owens. So, and their best interest, they want to help Logan Paul out. Maybe they probably get a deal with the U.S. title. Who knows? Maybe that probably happened. So they do what they do. You have Grayson Waller. That dude who came out in the crowd, he made that Logan Paul's friend. Grayson Waller also goes right there, and to stretch the referee.
Bro,
Huh?
I'm sorry again, Josiah, but don't get me started on those two boys.
No, so we'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Don't hold on. I gotta get this off my chest, but don't get me started on those two boys,
Explain.
especially
Larry,
Austin Theories,
Larry,
bootlegged Dashing Cody Rhodes, and Grayson Waller's bootlegged Miz act.
let me talk right quick. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but those boys try to be Dashing Cody Rhodes
Oh my god,
and
that's funny.
Miz so bad.
Larry,
Dashing cold roll.
who I say is Theory gives, huh?
Oh, go ahead, Josiah. Go ahead.
Theory gives him the brass nuts, right? Logan Paul tries to capitalize on him, Kevin Owens with the brass nuts. Kevin Owens sees it, ducks it. Things like that. Cool. Blah blah blah. Logan Paul gets hit with, I think, the stunner. No, sorry. Kevin Owens takes
He get hit with the brass knuckles.
huh?
He get hit with the brass knuckles.
Yeah, insult, pretty much insult to injury, basically. Hit him with the brass nuts. He pins him. Before he can hit that three, the referee notices, wait a minute, whoa. He get the brass nuts on his hand. So he insinuates that he hit him with the brass nuts. Thus, he has to go right here and DQ the whole entire match. The crowd was not happy about, oh, this bull, blah, 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 this and that third. I thought that was super clever, and here's why. Logan Paul did it. Huh?
Go ahead.
Logan Paul did it in desperate fashion. Still was able to manage to go right here and get the cheap win. Thus, you say yourself as a fan, he's screwy, this and that third. He's a treachery heel. Screw him. Kevin Owens was made to look strong in that scenario. Like what Dudley was trying to do is, oh, he lost the match. It was by disqualification. That brass nuts. So we have another check between him and Logan.
Yeah, and please drop the title.
And
I don't want him.
Living single.
I don't want him to go on as champion. Please drop the championship.
Oh yeah, bro. That's crazy.
That's the best story.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But this guy,
Yeah, he's hilarious. Yeah, Logan Paul, bro. Look, I got a customer in Uber right now. There ain't nobody liking no Logan Paul, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
white motherfucker.
Listen to him. I told
Logan
you.
Paul fucking sucks.
I told you, bro.
I'm white.
Nobody's rocking with Logan Paul, bro.
Nobody likes
Nobody's rocking Logan Paul, bro. I try to tell you, man.
I'm watching Living Single on the fucking TV here, but I'm trying to listen to your
Listening to the conversation about Logan Paul,
You're talking
bro.
about Logan Paul. I'm like, fuck Logan Paul.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I'm not supporting. I didn't say nothing about supporting. What I'm saying
Fucking
is
Mayweather fucking threw that fight.
He still ain't giving his money back for that.
How many rounds? Mayweather would have fucking killed him in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, the first 2.
He let it go so he make his money. He made his money.
Yeah, he made
money.
Fuck both those Paul brothers. They're terrible.
Logan Paul.
They're both terrible.
It's like he said. It's like Larry said, man, get the belt off him where he can leave. We do not need him here.
If you're talking to a black guy right now,
yeah,
you should be fucking ashamed of yourself.
Tell Shy
Logan Paul.
He's on being genuine.
I guess he playing. He playing.
Sucks just.
What is Logan Paul's brother's name?
He sucks just as bad.
Jake
Paul.
He sucks just as bad.
Yeah, I think they get that Paul off of what's that? Street Fighter. They got them Street Fighter characters.
Yeah, fuck this.
Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
Set your boys straight. Set your boys straight, man. Please.
Logan Paul's got to go, man.
Hold on, quick.
Yeah. I'm over here on the left here.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, have a good one.
Right here.
All right.
Dude,
Have a good one, bro.
Logan Paul.
Busy, did he say I was being too for Logan Paul?
Let me get out of this.
Hit that button right there. Hold on, bro.
Which one?
Right there.
This one?
Push out right there.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
there you go. All right, bro.
Restless, man. Hey, my man. Thank you.
Have a good one, man.
Hey. I like the living single thing,
Thanks.
but tell your boy Logan Paul.
The living single thing was Love Single.
All right, bro.
All right, man.
Yep. You too.
No, I got my tablet on in the back, so the TV is
Oh,
on.
okay.
So my customers is watching Living Single in the back, but
Oh,
they
that's
can hear
fair.
me talking to you
That's
because I'm talking to you through the other phone.
okay. Okay.
That's why I heard
So
it. He was like, bro,
he's
he kept
supposed to be
laughing,
in.
and I was trying to wonder about what he was laughing about. And he was just like, bro, Logan Paul. I was like, bro,
Did he say anything about whether or not he said I was like being too genuine towards him or something like that?
no. He just said you shouldn't be trying to defend him. He
No,
said there should be no reason why you're trying to
I'm
defend
not.
Logan Paul, regardless of the
No.
situation.
I'm not defending Logan Paul. What I'm talking about the body of the whole entire match and why it
Then,
was it
oh
happened.
the
Yeah,
whole match as a whole,
I'm
yeah.
not talking about
Right.
how I love Logan Paul and how he's just no. All I'm just saying, I'm giving him credit where credit is due. When he's in that ring, he's not bad. He's not a horrible wrestler. I'm like compared to
But
most,
he, but,
he's
but
the
I
best
will say,
pro.
but I will say,
Yeah, go
but I
ahead.
will say, based off of what Larry said, the
Mhm.
people is making Logan Paul look good. Logan Paul's not making himself look good. It's the people he's fighting against.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So Logan
He's not
Paul,
he's not good overall person.
it's like this. If Brock, I'll tell you right now, Brock Lesnar, if they put that boy in the ring with Brock Lesnar right now. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter how much money you offer Brock Lesnar to make that boy look good. Brock
yeah, he
Lesnar
might not
gonna
do it.
do that boy dirty.
Yeah, that's true.
He might not do it. Yeah.
Even put,
And we, and,
even put him even put that boy in a ring with Braun Strowman.
yeah,
Braun Strowman not going to even take the money to make that boy look good. Everybody else gonna take that payday to make him look
like
good.
like he said, when you look at all the matches that Logan Paul had, he had great matches with people who actually put on great matches. Seth
Yes,
Rollins is one of the ones that'll put you all the way over. Like he's one of them. He gonna make you look like
yes,
you
yes,
should have been here.
yes.
Everybody else can't do
Yeah,
that.
so is Roman.
Roman Reigns can make you look like that. There's a lot of cats that can make you look like that. So
Kevin Owens.
he can't get in matches with anybody.
Yeah.
They got to be people on that type of level. If they don't on that type of level, they can't do it. That's what
Kevin Owens
makes him look
did
good.
a good job too with him as well. Kevin Owens did a really good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he fights people that can actually put him over. He
So
won't get in the ring with somebody that's not that good though, because then he won't look like that.
Did you like the match though?
Did I like the matchup? I mean, yeah. I mean, his athleticism is top notch. I'll
Right.
never knock that. His athleticism is dope. But I
Yeah.
also see
Go ahead.
the reason why his athleticism is what it is based off of who he's fighting against. And you fighting against one of the best, Kevin Owens. I'm a
That's
big fan
true,
of
but
Kevin
also
Owens.
he's putting in the work in his own training to actually do to actually put on a good match. He's also worked with wrestlers. He's trained with Shawn Michaels. He's trained with certain different people behind the scenes to actually get really good and be really good at doing WWE and being in a performance as far as a match. So that part I agree with, but also they also help him they help him out as well, basically as well. So I think
What
yeah.
I'm saying is he good enough to actually be winning these matches? Should he be winning these matches?
So, okay, here's my theory. Right quick. So, one, I get people. It seems like we're kind of like going off into the rails of we don't like Logan Paul the person, and I get that. Some people don't agree. Some people despise this guy, and I understand it. But you can't take away from what he does in the ring. So that's all I'm trying to pretty much like talk about. Basically, if I'm defending him, that's what I'm defending him on. But not defending him in the sense of he's still in the ring, blah blah blah. I think I'm seeing what WWE is probably trying to do. I think this is
No,
hard. Go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is, if you like you said that you're a YouTube person. You're a
Yeah,
person that do recap. You do all of that stuff. Larry, he's a rapper. I'm a rapper. I'm a singer. I do all of this stuff. We all do these things. Now, if you have somebody that's not in our lane at all, so you a YouTuber, so they got a
yeah.
hockey player that comes in, and just because this man's name is big in hockey, he comes and take over your YouTube situation, and you allow that to happen? You cool with that?
No.
So why is people supposed to be cool with Logan Paul taking over the spot when he did the same thing with Kevin Owens? This is not your lane. Just because you're good in it doesn't mean that this is the lane you're supposed to be in. This ain't your lane.
Because
So you should not be.
you know why?
You should not. Like imagine how many
Yeah.
WWE wrestlers on a roster that has
Yeah,
never carried a belt at all, let alone the U.S. title, and you
right,
let somebody outside of the WWE come and carry the belt?
right.
Ain't that smacking the person in the face? He shouldn't be
Yeah.
here.
Yes, 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 yes,
He
yes.
shouldn't be here.
So can I explain as to why they're doing it? So I think they from a business point of view, there's trust, right? But also, but that built over because when he first had his match, right? His first match was a tag team match. It was him and the Miz going against the Mysterios. They ended up winning, right? Then WWE want to capitalize on seeing if they can experiment him as babyface by having him go at Miz at SummerSlam. They didn't necessarily. It wasn't necessarily right for him to be a babyface going against Miz, but it didn't matter. He had a match with Miz at SummerSlam. He won. Then the next match involving Paul was Roman Reigns for the title. He lost that match. He called him out on to have that match with him based off his podcast. Then you have Paul go against uh,
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Yes, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins ends up beating him. You have and prior to that was the Roman match. Then the Money in the Bank happened. He didn't win that. So that led towards him facing Ricochet. Again, he beat Ricochet, a guy that doesn't really figure into plans. They should, but they don't. Right?
Yeah,
Never
then
knowing.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
Go
Josiah.
ahead.
From a business standpoint, I'm gonna
Yes.
say it again. They should never give him that title. They should have gave him, if they wanted to give that boy a title, they should have gave him the 24/7 title.
Yeah, he should have never got the title, bro.
Do you
He should have never won the title.
whoever beats Logan Paul, do y'all feel like it was mean over once he goes right hand beats him?
No,
he won that
it's
for
not gonna
good.
mean nothing.
How come it won't?
Yeah, it's not going to be nothing because they at the end of the day they know that Logan Paul's not going to stick around long.
But I mean, means something in the sense that fans really want to see him lose. We really want to see a guy like him, a bad guy here, where want to say lose, eat up, get pinned. Really want to see Logan Paul get his butt. We pay our money.
I mean, I don't care if Logan Paul. I don't care if Logan Paul, like you said, I don't care if Logan Paul wins or loses. He's not supposed to have a belt. That's what we're saying. He can win and lose all he wants to. If the WWE want to tap in on him from a money standpoint to actually get YouTube views and all that, salute to you on that. But he should never have a belt. You should never have a belt. And now with him beating Kevin Owens in a situation, they're going to line it up for him to actually defend the title at WrestleMania, which means that's a whole nother situation this man shouldn't even be at.
Plus, on top of that, I'll say this too. What also is probably a benefit is that last year he did sign a multi-year deal with WWE.
So he signed
Yeah, they're stupid.
See, that's what I'm saying. Now they bringing
They're stupid.
now that's when you hear people from that saying AEW is better than WWE because of the stupid stuff that WWE be doing.
Yeah.
Like, why would you sign somebody that's not even a wrestler on a contract? If they're gonna do all that, why don't they sign Snoop Dogg for a 3-year deal?
Right.
Snoop is at every WrestleMania anyway, so why don't you sign him for a 3-year deal? Like, come on, bro. Like they doing too much, bro. Some stuff don't make sense.
Make it make sense, right?
And this Logan Paul thing just don't make sense, bro. If you're doing it for the money, like Larry said, salute to that. But you can do that without giving that man money. I mean, without giving him a belt. Same thing. Hey, you want to see Sky versus Bailey? Yeah. You don't got to have her win the Royal Rumble for that to happen. There's other ways.
Okay.
But salute to all the Logan fans, the Logan Paul fans out there. We just tired of seeing them. Just like when Cat was tired of seeing Tom Brady winning championships. When they was tired of seeing LeBron going to the championship every year. When they were tired of seeing Golden State, we tired of seeing Logan Paul. We just tired, bro.
I'm just tired. I got you.
But this ain't where he's supposed to be. Get back on YouTube, bro.
Please.
That's alone.
The moment he loses that belt at the end of the day, the wrestler who will get that belt from him will make the title prestigious. He would definitely make the title.
Hold on, wait, what?
I said whoever beats Logan Paul
Hold on, what you
for
say?
that belt. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said whoever beats Logan Paul does what?
Is going to make sure that that the U.S. title is prestigious. That they're going to carry it down and give it some honor.
I mean, you can
and hold
say
it down.
that. Maybe. I mean, maybe.
So here's my question to you: if y'all want Logan Paul to go about winning, Larry, I know you're just about Akira Tozawa. BZ, who do you feel should be the one to dethrone Logan Paul?
Kevin Owens. He should have did it.
I feel like Kevin Owens has won multiple times. I don't think he necessarily needs it. And I think based off of what they kind of show with Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, which by the way, about that, Larry, based off of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, they might bring back Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens and have them face each other at Mania. That's what I.
Oh my God.
But Larry, let me know how you feel about Theory and
I don't even want to see that bull crap.
What's your issue with Theory?
My issue with Theory, that boy want to be your fucking bootleg dashing Cody Rhodes so bad.
I don't get Dashing Cody Rhodes vibes from him at all. And he's a fan of Theory.
Man,
It's
look,
interesting that you said that though.
look at the mustache.
Huh?
Look at the mustache. Look at the way he act when somebody hit his face.
Who?
Theory.
The way he acts when somebody hit his face?
Yeah.
Nah, they don't really push that storyline about, oh my God, I got hit in my face. Oh my, I gotta protect my face. No, he don't do that. No. I don't know what message you saw that happened with that, but that's not the case at all.
Man, that boy is a dashing Cody Rhodes bootleg.
I have no idea where Dash Cody Rhodes came from because I agree with that one.
And his little partner in crime wants to be Miz so bad.
He was being Miz so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know about. You can have the Miz comparisons. I don't know if that's the. I have no idea if they're trying to do be like certain different wrestlers. I think that he right now wants to make them just the common heel tag team, makeshift tag team where we both despise them and this and that. Third, I feel like, however, what it plans to do in the long run is expect Austin Theory to probably go babyface against Grayson Waller. Because Larry, I don't know if you like Theory that much. He's not that. He's actually a really good talent in the ring. It's just he don't have the right character. So I don't really care about it. Larry, are you sleeping?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah, I think do you think he's a pretty good wrestler in the ring?
Yeah, he's pretty decent. But then again, I agree with Busy.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't belong here. This isn't his field.
No, I'm talking about Theory. Austin Theory. Not
Theory?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
What about Waller?
I don't really like him.
So you're not a fan of go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue. I'm still praying and hoping that HBK super kick him in the face one time.
You want to see who's super kick?
Waller. I want to see HBK super kick him for the one time. Add him to the list of victims.
Why Shawn Michaels of all people? I don't understand what you're trying to get.
Because they're both Australian.
There's not Australian.
Not Theory. Waller.
Who's Australian? He's Australian.
Waller.
Who's the other one?
HBK.
HBK is not Australian.
I could swear he was.
Shawn Michaels, he's not
Yeah,
Australian.
I
That
could swear he was.
Shawn Michaels is not Australian. What are you talking about?
Still, I'm a
That
very
boy's from Texas. Where'd you get Australian
that
from?
will that will be a viral moment.
Yeah,
The
and
HBK super kicked
sure.
that boy and added him to the list of victims.
Shawn Michaels is not even a guy that wrestles no more. He's a guy that works behind the scenes for NXT. So I'm gonna
Still,
get last match, but huh?
still he can. If he really wanted to, he can still super kick somebody in the face.
Yeah, he could. They can always have a moment with that, but I don't think they're gonna ever have it. I don't think they're gonna do it.
I wouldn't even be mad if Undertaker came back and choke slammed them through the table.
Shawn Michaels randomly having to attack Grayson do anything though for him. I don't know where you're trying.
I didn't say randomly. They try to interview him.
I your point you're trying to make here though.
Survivor Series when Survivor Series come back. You know how is every brand versus every brand.
No, they're not doing that thing like that no more. They do war games.
Oh,
They've been
I
doing war games
forgot.
since 2022. Yeah, hold on, right quick, Brody. Trying to send BZ, get him back on here. I don't know what's going on with BZ's mic.
No, yeah, bro. I'm not gonna let you. I'm about to go to sleep.
You good, bro?
Shit, I'm gonna call you a little later.
Yeah, man, for sure. Watch the overall event and then tell me your thoughts about it tomorrow or something like that.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right.
All right. So, yep, I'm going to go ahead and wait for a little bit. Bring BZ back on here, you guys. Geez. Okay. So right now I'm met with a cluster of like ideas between. I ain't gonna even go as far as say ideas. I feel like I'm met with so much like. Don't want to say negativity. But I get this vibe when I'm doing these Rare Rumble stuff or anytime I do a recap or review. Matter of fact, just more so with this recap, I feel like I get this idea that this shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't have happened. Look, the WWE is going to go wherever they feel is right. And whatever they feel is right and they're confident in, a lot of times you're always going to get a 50-50 result from this company. Some people feel like this should happen, that should happen, this should happen, that should happen. But at the end of the day, I feel like if they're going to go with whatever they want to go with, they're confident enough to see how it all may play out. So regarding the Bailey situation of her winning the Royal Rumble, I'm not mad about that at all. I do get the valid points though. The same thing with the Roman Reigns fatal four way. I'm not mad at the fact that Roman retained because some fans were like, Reigns should have won and LA Knight should have won. It should have won. I think to myself like LA Knight, AJ Styles. AJ Styles is Teflon. He's not going to lose much of anything. LA Knight is still building on his rise, and I feel Randy Orton. I feel like Randy Orton is such a veteran that he's done pretty much everything there is to do. What else can he do to further establish that belt? Besides tell a story with Cody Rhodes. And if you're gonna have him lose against Cody Rhodes anyway, then what's the point? So I think Roman Reigns winning it was the right call. I stand by that statement, and I know some people are gonna probably be like, "Oh no," but I think that's the truth. And then recapping Logan Paul and Kevin Owens. Wow, Logan Paul got so much heel heat on this this live stream so far between you guys, and I think that was interesting. It was very interesting to know how much um, people don't like Logan Paul. They don't like the person. They don't like the human being. I have never met the guy personally, and if he was to ever be the same way he is on television outside of it, then yeah, we might have a problem. I don't know. I don't know Logan Paul also whether to go as far as to say I hate the guy or I despise him or he shouldn't exist. I'm not going to do none of those things. I will never do these things. I'm a Christian. I have nothing but love for people in this world. I love God. I love Jesus, and I think to reflect that, you shouldn't have such a disdain for a certain person. So I get it. I definitely do get it. He don't have no fans. He don't have a lot of people that really like him like that, and he's very much of a controversial yet polarizing figure. I get that, 1000%. We are going to get to the 30-man Royal Rumble match. Before we go ahead and get this full recap and review done, I am going to see if I can get BZ in. So give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to take a little bit of a break right quick. And we're back. BZ is back in the flesh this time, hopefully with no other electronic connectivity issues.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Jeez. I know, man. So
Larry's kicked off too?
No, I didn't kick off Larry. Larry decided he wanted to go ahead and just crash for the night. So me and him are going to talk about it on tomorrow. He called Austin Theory a Dashing Cody Rhodes ripoff.
That's hilarious, bro. Because Austin Theory is my guy.
He called The Miz. Sorry, he called Grayson Waller a second rate.
I was on the phone for that because that had me funny. He called that boy Austin Theory dashing Cody Rhodes, and then he called The Miz. What you call it? The Miz. That was hilarious, bro. I was
Grayson Waller. Yep.
I was weak on that.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. Grayson Waller does remind me of Miz. I'm not even gonna lie about that. He hit the nail right on the coffin with that one. But
yeah, he did.
Cody Rhodes, nah. No.
He said dashing Cody Rhodes, though, the old Cody. That's funny.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but no, Theory just gives me like his character right now is a bit generic, if I'm being honest. And so is Grayson Waller, but that's because they're still fresh and young. Like, you don't give them time. Give them time. I think they'll flourish out eventually. But yeah, let's get towards the Royal Rumble right quick. I want to talk about the 30-man match for the World Heavyweight title, or getting towards the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 40 XL. We are ready and willing and able to go towards the road to WrestleMania. FYI, BZ, tell them some news regarding about your presence regarding Mania this year.
You said tell them the news?
Yep.
Oh, that Cody Rhodes is going against Roman?
No, you being your stats for WrestleMania.
Oh, my status? Oh, I'm in the building.
Yep, he's gonna be in the building, y'all. Y'all heard it right.
I'm there.
He's gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm there for that.
I wish I could get to Philly myself too, but unfortunately, I'm a college student, so I gotta finish out my years, and be my books and my studies and have things to get done. So, anyways, let's get into the match, man. First off, I'm gonna keep it real with you. When comparing the women versus the men, who do you feel this year was a better match?
The women.
And how did you feel about that? And how did you feel about last year's?
The men.
Yes, I think the men definitely had it last year, but the woman really had an ice.
Yeah, the women put on this year. They really
I'm
put
sorry.
on.
And I got to mention this, and I feel like I should because this is very important. Give an award to Chelsea Green in her Rumble performance. Give an award to her, bro.
Hold on, which one was Chelsea Green?
Chelsea Green was the one with the tag team partner Piper Niven. Like, she was so funny. She's the one that comes out with Piper Niven, the one who has that Karen character.
Oh yeah, she was cool.
She was hilarious though.
Yeah,
she was out. Everybody else to beat her up and everything like that, bro. That's a consummate professional right there, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
She was funny. She was hilarious to me. I thought she did a good job. So give her an award. Anyways, I think was insane. So yeah, let's go towards the men's. And I'm going to kind of give a little bit of a breakdown right quick.
You said what now?
I love First of all, with the women's too, I love that Natalia and Naomi started off. That was dope. They have history too.
Do they?
They do. They do. And they're actually like real good friends outside of the
Oh
business too.
no, yeah, they do got history. Yeah, facts,
Yeah,
facts, yeah,
yeah, they do.
facts.
Good
I didn't
history.
even know that. I didn't even know that was the. I didn't even know that was Naomi either until she started pumping her fists and she took the hood down. Other than that, I didn't know that who that was.
Yeah. Matter of fact, when Naomi when she won her first women's title, or I mean, Mariette, the second time she won the title, Natalia
Yeah.
ended up beating her for the belt at SummerSlam.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Uh huh. I can't say words right now. I gotta really slow down. All right, slow down. Okay, cool. So I love how they start off with Jay and Jimmy first. Let me tell you, I loved it. BZ,
You love what part? What you love? What?
Jimmy and Jay starting off the
Oh
match.
yeah, that right there. But you know what?
That was
I
perfect.
seen what the WWE was doing. It
Hmm.
teased it to see if the WWE universe would want it. I don't think they want it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think the pop was big enough. I don't think it was big enough. I thought when Jay came out, I'm like, yo, this would be crazy if Jimmy come out. When the music hit, it hit, but it was just like, not like what I'm expecting. Like, yo, this is gonna be a WrestleMania main event. Boom, boom, boom. It didn't hit like that. It was just, it was.
No.
To me, I was like, yeah. I think Triple H tried to figure out if the WWE really wanted that match because he could go other ways with a lot of different things. And I don't know if he got the right. I don't know if he got the green light to be like, oh yeah, this is WrestleMania worthy, or if it wasn't. To me, from the crowd standpoint, it didn't feel like WrestleMania worthy.
Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't give me the pop like I expected. Like it was
Can I
supposed
tell
to
you
be, it
why
was
I
supposed to
think?
go crazier than what it was.
Can I tell you why I think the
Huh?
Bloodline story suffered last year
Yeah,
towards the tail end of 2023? They suffered because they didn't have Roman for one, and then two, Jimmy having to be part of the Bloodline didn't make no sense.
right. And I
Tuesday
think they
doesn't.
took too long. They took too
They
long to
did.
put them two in the ring to go against each other. It was too late. They missed this one.
That is
I
exactly,
don't think I want to see it.
and plus Jimmy hasn't been kept strong compared to Jay. Jay,
I mean,
Jay
they
has
both
been
stayed
kept
in there
very
for a long
strong,
period of time, though.
huh?
They both stayed in there. Jimmy held his own for a long period of time. He's in there longer than I expected.
For the Rumble match,
In the
yes,
Rumble,
agree.
yeah,
I agree. Yeah, yes, I guess he did. Um, the way Jay looked when he lost was perfect. Selling the idea that, oh my gosh, I can't believe I lost, but I didn't see Jay coming out winning either way. But hey, he did. He put on a very good showing in that match, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah. It was a couple people I was impressed with. Braun Breaker, he the man.
Yes,
He came in when he came in, and when he
yes.
went face to face with Gunther, that's why I was like, yo, they need to set that match up.
Ooh,
Because at first
ooh,
you was
ooh,
looking,
ooh.
people was looking, and they was like, well, I was having a conversation with a customer earlier today before when Royal Rumble came on, and they were saying, bro, they should just allow Gunther to just hang the title up. Nobody beat him. He just give it up and just be like, man, whatever. I'll go to another title because there's nobody good enough in the roster that can actually take it. Until I seen Braun Breaker. When I seen that, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, you can let Braun Breaker beat him for this title, and nobody will be upset. Braun Breaker did his thing in his Royal Rumble.
And the funny thing is, they didn't treat him as a heel in this match because in the NXT he was
No, not at
babyface.
all.
They treat him as a bad guy, and I was like wondering if they did that on purpose to test the waters to see how they can book him on the main roster.
Yeah,
And if they did that and he passed them through flying colors, we have our next Aaron champion. We might have our next Aaron champion. However,
right.
Sheamus didn't even come out tonight,
Yeah,
so
I'm
this
in
is what I
Christian.
was very
Yeah.
surprised to see.
You gotta sit in the back, bro. The only 4 people you can do in the front. You good? Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Andrade came back too.
You said what now?
I love the surprise that Andrade came back
Oh yeah, yeah. That was cool too. That was cool too.
and
Wasn't a crazy
Omos
pop,
and
but it
Pac.
was good enough. Nobody expected it.
Yeah. Yep, I thought that was cool. Then R-Truth it proves once again R-Truth is so funny, man. He's so funny, bro.
I mean, for him to be in the women's one had me lost. I was like, bro, you tripping.
that was funny. That I was done. Let me see. Carmelo Hayes also did pretty good too.
It's about to get
Very
hit, bro.
impressive. Let's see. I think you know what's funny. You know what was missing in this match?
What?
Kofi Kingston doing a hold spot.
Yeah,
He didn't do
I
a
get that.
hold spot.
I get that.
Where you think he's going to lose, you know what I'm saying? But then he figured out a way to get back towards the ring. I thought that was, I don't know why they didn't do that one. Interesting.
Yeah, I think they was just like I said. I think they was just filling in spots because at the end of the day, they already knew what was going on, and it seemed like Cody already knew because when he was standing on the top ropes and then he did the little gun joint and aimed at WrestleMania and the gun and the pyro shot off. It's because he already knew. They already had that stuff already practiced, so they already had him picked.
Yeah,
that's kind of whack for real. I really didn't like that, but I was like, man, it is what it is. I can't be mad at it. I mean, he went through whatever he went through. I just now with Rock being with TKO for real, it's almost like that's what he was talking about as far as the head of the table is. That he could just come in and out whenever he wants to, so he ain't even in a rush.
Mm-hmm.
But all those posters that was made about that match, that's dead now.
CM Punk looked really good in this match too.
Yeah, he did his thing.
CM Punk looked good, and he
did his thing.
And he knocked off all that ring rust. I was very curious as to how well he did, but he really did a good job, man. Keeping his composure, win this thing, yada, saying he's gonna win. Punk kept saying over and over that he's gonna win the match, win the match. He came very, very close. So
I didn't expect it to be them two in the end. I didn't expect that.
I know, but it's funny because we were all saying, okay, for this. And I love that WWE showing the Raptors, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins.
That was dope.
That.
That was dope.
That was really, really dope. And for those, okay, by the way, full disclosure again, fans who are upset that we're not going to get Roman versus Rock, understand this. We might still get it this year. It probably won't be at Mania this year, though. Unfortunately, it should be.
It should have been. I think
it probably won't be at Mania this year.
That would just sell more tickets, man. It just really sells more tickets. I don't know.
Do you think that it's possible they might have the match at SummerSlam or Survivor Series?
Possibly SummerSlam, maybe. I'm thinking.
And it don't need no title.
No, not at all.
It don't need no title. So it lets me know if they do Mania sometime this year, Cody might be able to win. He might win that match. He might win.
He don't need to though.
He don't necessarily need to. But in the fans' eyes,
he actually shouldn't. To be honest, he shouldn't at all. I said he shouldn't at all because if he does, then that eliminates Roman's chance of beating the Hogan joint. So he shouldn't at all.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
But Roman can always get back that title, though. He can always get back the title.
But, bro, we talking about a streak here. You have to do that all over again. He had to hold it for a whole another 1,300. There ain't nobody doing that.
No, he would just go. He would go to extended. His streak is being champion for years. His reign is different. So if he was to go ahead and win at the title again, he can extend it for maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 months. But then I think fans won't want to see that though. Because by that point, we are seeing him as champion for so long. We're like, man, we need somebody see somebody else, basically. Like carrying it.
How did they do that, bro? After you lose, that's the consistency is broken. What are you talking about? You can't just hop back in and start back over.
I don't. No, what I'm saying is the reign would extend. He would have another reign, but he would extend the last days that he had his championship. When he first had a title, or I mean, not when he first had the title, but when he last held the title, as champion.
Right, but that don't mean that you're not beating the Hogan thing, though. That's dead.
If that's the case, then yeah, he probably won't ever beat it.
That's what I'm saying. So why would
Yeah.
no? There's no way he has to. He got to keep it before he could do that. Because if he loses, then he can't be that.
Would you be one of those fans that would be upset if let's say come Mania this year and he directed, he may have known already that he's gonna come at Roman Reigns, which didn't need to be said. We know. Do you think fans will be outraged by that point if Cody loses at Mania and in front of Philadelphia with all that crowd, that large crowd that you're gonna be around, and they booed the whole entire event because Roman Reigns won again against B and Cody?
I mean, hey, what you said? Would I be the fan that would be upset?
I think I already know you probably wouldn't.
I'm not gonna be upset at all.
But fans would be. Everyone would be.
I mean, but that's them. That's typical. They want him to win because they just feel that his story is just so important. And at the end of the day, like, it's not. He can wait his turn. It's not that important. Like, he trying to hype it like it is, and it's really not that. Like, for real. And for them to just allow him to just win 2 back to back like that, it's kind of jacked up for real. I didn't like that at all. I think it would have been better if he would have had a opportunity to get it at the Elimination Chamber, because then you would have earned it more. Like, yeah, all right, well, CM Punk got his and he got up there for that title or whatever, but then he had to get into a situation in the Elimination Chamber to actually do that, because Roman could have came out and been like, oh yeah, well, I thought you was good enough to actually come and see me, and you kept losing, so then you mess around in the Elimination Chamber. Oh no, I got you. But instead, now he don't really got to do nothing but just show up to Mania, because that's what it is. And I'm like, whack.
I have gone off the record to say that you are the Bully Ray to my De La Greca.
You said that like 40 times, and I'm just, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't even agree with that, but yeah, all right.
Sure, but if you listen to Busted Open Radio enough, you would know why I say that. Because with De La Greca likes to view things from a journalistic, like, integrity kind of like point of view, and based off of his fandom of what he was, really into for the most part. But Bully Ray kind of like, I've been there, I've seen this, I've seen that. He's had more experience. You are that towards me. You're the more experienced factor towards me, where I try to point out the ways of how I see things. And the reason why I bring that up just now is because if you was to go on Bust Open Radio right now, he's a Cody fanboy. He loves Cody. He's rooting for Cody. He's for his story and everything like that. And if he was to hear you say it right now, he would be ballistic.
And I'll go right at his neck and make him look like he's crazy. Like, yeah. So it'll just be a back and forth situation. Like, he'll be pissed off, and I'm like, bro, be pissed. Tell Cody to stick around. If Cody would have never left, you would have already had the title. That's his fault. Wait his turn.
Not what Vince McMahon's saying you still need to be Stardust.
Hey, at the end of the day, if you follow suit and do what you're supposed to do, you end up being Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. He didn't, and he left, so now you got to wait.
Good point. I'm not mad that Cody won. I get what you're saying. I'm not necessarily mad because I think, once again, if you want to see another Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns match, by the way, I think that's going to be great, and I think they can tell a different story besides the lingering. Oh, I got to win for my dad. I got to win for this. In Roman's case, I got to protect my bloodline. I got to hold that for my bloodline. I think this is going to draw in a new narrative for this year, and I love that. That excites me. With CM Punk, and Seth Rollins, CM Punk feel like they're telling you that's my number one for some reason. But I don't know. Do you have the woman main event Mania this year, or Seth main event Mania this year?
What you mean?
Let me point it out. What I mean, literally last match. To close out the show.
Oh yeah, you got it right. Yeah. You got a point.
Yes.
Yo, I don't know. To tell you the truth, I kind of don't know now. I mean, the only one that's probably stamped is the Roman joint, because it's Roman, so that's already stamped. But as far as like Seth, I don't know, because if I'd rather see Jade and Rhea, I'll take that on night one if that happens. For real. Which would once again put Seth in a situation where he ain't, quote unquote, what y'all want to say, main event.
No, well, I'm just saying. It's also what the his historic like accomplishment says. Like it'll tell you who main events. Like and it won't say Seth Rollins on but in hindsight, it doesn't really matter because he's really done a whole lot in WWE to begin with. I agree. But I think for a lot of wrestlers, it's more of an egotistical thing to say at the end of the day, listen, if I held it down for doing it this long, I should be able to be the guy to help main event because I've done so much to help the business thrive and do well, yada yada yada. And not only that, but I've proven multiple times over that I can be just as good, if not better, than Roman Reigns. So why should I not be the face? Why should I not be the franchise? Why should I not be treated as such by not main eventing? You can be the face doing what you can, holding the championship and holding the shows now. But if you don't main event WrestleMania, people go and say to yourself, "Well, you was there at main eventer."
What does that mean, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, main eventers don't mean that you the best. That don't mean that just because you main event.
I understand, but to their standards, that's what they want to reach towards. That's their goal of theirs when it comes to this company that is WWE.
I have a good one. Watch that door. You too.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends. It depends on your career. It depends on how you want to view your own personal self. If you already know that you are that guy and you feel that the WWE universe already feels you that guy, then at the end of the day, it don't matter what night you wrestling on. As long as you on the card and you put on a show, they're gonna say you one of the best, regardless if you on the main event or if you're the game or you're the match before the main event. But if the WWE character wants it so bad to the point that he has no choice but to do it because he feels that that's going to solidify him, that's a whole nother situation. But I just don't feel that that's necessary, because I'm like, you got NFL players, you got NBA players that'll never be in the Super Bowl or never be in the NBA championship, but yet they're going to the Football Hall of Fame and the Basketball Hall of Fame, and they're still going to be listed as one of the greatest.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So it's up to how they want their resume to be looked at. But if they want their resume, that's a personal thing. If Seth Rollins takes that personal, that's different. But from a fan standpoint, bro, I don't care what you put on better matches than anybody in wrestling history. So I don't care. You don't have to end the show.
I know, but I've seen interviews where he has stated before multiple times, like how he would like to be. Not only the guy, but also not only has he made news about that, but he's made news about how one of his goals is to main event of Mania, and Punk has to go to main event of Mania.
Right, but we see wrestlers go to 40 plus. Seth Rollins ain't nowhere close to being that. John Cena about to be 50. Why does he have to main event WrestleMania right now? He ain't going nowhere no time soon. And they can't keep WrestleMania main events away from Seth Rollins that long. That's who he is. So at the end of the day, why do he got to get the main event right now? Why is everybody upset and mad if he don't get it right now? He don't need it right now. He's not going nowhere. I see Seth Rollins in WWE for at least another 10, 15 years. So what does he need to go now for?
Can I tell you why? I think because when you look at WrestleMania 31, he cashed in his briefcase at the main event. Doesn't really count. You cash in at the main event. And 32, he didn't main event. 33, he didn't main event. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, so on and so forth. My point is, they have never put him in the main event slot at all.
That's still not a good point, bro. You're still not making the point. If I'm telling you that Seth Rollins is going to be in wrestling for the next 10 to 15 years, why does he have to go right now? They know for a fact that they can.
Because he's the world champion. He's the world champion. Because he's the world champion.
If you're the world champion and you're not main eventing WrestleMania, it's because of your opponent. It has nothing to do with you.
And that's CM Punk.
CM Punk is probably not good enough to put him on the main event. That's not even his opponent right now. We don't even know that's his opponent. We know Roman Reigns. It don't matter who's his opponent is, because you already said they solidified Roman Reigns as being that guy.
Yes.
So the only reason why Seth Rollins is not that guy as far as main events is concerned is because of the opponent that you're going against.
Yes.
I guarantee if Seth Rollins is going against Gunther, that's main event. And there's no debate.
The only caveat with that be is if he main events WrestleMania, first of all, he'll have that in his notch. Punk will have that in his notch as well. And have that in his resume, and on top of that, he will also he'll also be able to say, I gave credibility towards this world title, not just because I've been defending it for so long, but because now people can look at it as a legitimate title because CM
They
Punk
already look at it as a legitimate title, bro. You the only one that look at that title as not a legitimate title.
No. Some fans don't see this. I'm
Man, stop it, bro. Stop it.
Easy.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, bro.
What?
I don't know why. You and all y'all other fans, if I have a title, stop trying to downplay my title. Period. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. I got a title and you don't.
Beezy, it's not even just the fans. It has been reported by
you already know how I get about the reports.
I know. I'm just Beezy. All I'm showing you is how okay, put like this. The perception of what Seth Rollins carries with that World Heavyweight title was this. Mick Foley, I don't know if it was Mick Foley, I don't know if it was some other wrestlers that have probably said, maybe some journalists, people who are in the business, they do the dirt sheets, whatever. Some people felt like, I kid you not, BZ, that Seth Rollins' world title is a consolation prize.
They can feel that way all they want to. That's not a fact. I don't care what they feel. It's not a fact. It's a championship. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is a championship. Cat's got to stop downplaying it because of the person that's carrying it. Seth Rollins has done a better job carrying the belt than Roman Reigns. You cannot downplay it. He's went against better competition than Roman Reigns for the belt. He's beat better competition for the belt. But yet Roman Reigns get the better look than the belt. No, they're both on the same level. It's a belt, bro. You're a champion. They got to stop downplaying the situation.
Bully Reigns does the same thing. David LaGreca does the same thing. I think Mark Henry has done the same thing.
Does the same thing as what?
Also the same way.
Downplaying the belt?
They have all felt at the end of the day, if it ain't Roman, it's not all that important.
And that's the problem with the WWE.
Right.
It's because they listen to everybody else and they lean based off of that. That's the reason why I'm different than them. Because I'm never going to agree with nothing they saying.
And they shouldn't put and basically that the belt should not be in of existence because it's not the world title really like that because of what Roman Reigns has established already.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree.
Fair enough.
Like to downplay that man belt like that is ridiculous. That's beyond ridiculous. That's crazy. Like that's just wild. And we talking about people who like, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
So
straight crazy.
Pro Wrestling Insider felt that pretty much it's a secondary title towards Roman Reigns' world title. Tommy Dreamer felt like it was a consolation prize, saying that it gave the impression that nobody could beat Reigns. Nonetheless, he praised the designer of the belt. Booker T stated that he did not like a secondary belt or title or consolation prize, agreeing with the sentiment that it will provide new opportunities, especially for younger wrestlers. Basically, saying at the end of the day, like it could have some prestige given to it. Corey Graves said that had the title was as great as it will allow Raw SmackDown to identify as separate brands, but he claimed that until Reigns was defeated, anyone holding the world title will feel inferior to Reigns.
Once again, that's still whack.
Kurt Angle has also said the same thing, basically.
That's still whack, regardless of what the article say. That's still whack.
Mm-hmm.
That's still whack. At the end of the day, bro, this guy has the title. He has the belt, but all of a sudden his belt gets downplayed because it's not Roman Reigns. Bro, no. You have a belt just like he got a belt. Y'all both stand in the ring and y'all both hold them up. Both of them cats are getting cheers because they're both champions. How come all of a sudden somebody's championship is lower and different, but they both look the same thing? They look identical. What? No. They got to stop downplaying that boy's belt, bro. That's disrespect. It's out of control. Like, y'all niggas is tripping.
Okay.
My phone.
It's a fresh title, though. That's what I'm saying about that one. It's a fresh title, and Seth Rollins has done a great job to make it feel worthy of wanting somebody to go right here and get towards winning the belt. So he does a great job in his role with that. I'm not going to sit here and just downplay him for him not being a great champion whatsoever, because he is. I just feel like what would add more credibility and legitimacy towards that belt furthermore would be for him to, oh, BZ's just gone, would be for him to basically, I keep saying the word basically, I'm sorry for being repetitive, y'all, but he would add credibility and legitimacy towards that belt, main eventing it at Mania. And then CM Punk main eventing it with him, regardless of how good it turns out or not. I mean, well, it should turn out good because it's both them, but I think they'll kill it regardless. I think what BZ fails to realize though is you main evented now. You can pretty much you can tell all the doubters and the writers and the journalists and even the veteran wrestlers to some degree that at the end of the day we do treat this title as very important. It does matter in the long term, and that's why I want to get towards BZ to understand is that I feel like he sees what I'm saying, but then he's also not kind of like getting what I'm saying at the same time. If I'm being too loud, I apologize. You guys, it's my speaker. So yeah, I see it from that note. He said what he said about Cody and whatnot. Like I said, Cody Rhodes winning it. Like I said, if it's what the fans want, WWE feels like he has a strong fan base and they want to capitalize on that, then yeah, go for it. CM Punk could have won. I'm not mad at the idea of Cody winning again. I did want Punk to win. That's my number one pick, but it is what it is. So yeah, I think we should wrap up things right about now because BZ just said what he said. I said what I said. I don't know if he's good or not. I'm gonna go right here and just end this off. But in the meantime, let me know if you guys enjoyed this full recap of the 2014, not 2014, the 2024 Royal Rumble. Let me not remind CM Punk when he left. The 2024 Royal Rumble, which I believe is the 37th annual Royal Rumble. Wow. Okay, 37 Royal Rumbles being contested and has now been officially put in the books. All right. Do me a favor, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, all right, how I give it up. Show this to your friends. Show it to your family. Show the people who like you, people who don't like you. But be positive. Keep it a buck. Let me know if you agree with what I said, BZ, what my friend BZ said, and what my friend Larry has said, or R and Kingswood. Love you guys. It's all love. There's no animosity. There's no arguments. There's no debates. Blah, blah, blah. It's just us giving out our thoughts on a pay-per-view. I thought it was a really good pay-per-view. If I had to give it a grade, I'd say B+ for me. B+ for me. BZ feels probably like a C. They might probably feel like a C, but for me, I thought it was a B+. I thought this was a strong Royal Rumble. Not the best Royal Rumble I've seen WWE has put on for years, but strong nonetheless. All right, we is out here.